In today's video, we're going to be talking about the huge problem that all 9 coins on screen have in common with one another, and what I believe to be the solution to the problem. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about the problem with these very specific silver coins. They all have one thing in common, and it is an issue. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today, we have to talk about these coins that you see on screen right here. That's right, I'm talking about the Silver Kraken, the Maple Leaf, the Kangaroo, Queen's Beasts. You're the dog. The Australian bar-shaped coin. And all the others you see on screen. They all have one thing in common. And according to a lot of people out there, it's a really big issue. Now, before I get into what the problem is, I just want to flip each and every one of these coins over really fast. I have something I want to show you guys. Something pretty interesting. I'm sure it's one big coincidence. But I thought y'all needed to know. Look at that right there. They all have one thing in common. They all have the Queen's face. Now I'm going to do everyone a favor and flip them back over, because I know nobody necessarily wants to see her face. I know some people don't mind that her face is on the coin, but I don't think anybody enjoys looking at her. So let me flip these back over, and then I'm going to talk about what I want to actually talk about today. And by the way, what inspired today's video, believe it or not, was SalivateMetal's new video where he wasn't even talking about silver at all. He was actually talking about $20 currency bills, US debt notes, because evidently they are trying to replace Jackson's face with Harriet Tubman's face, which I will be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of that idea, and it has nothing to do with Jackson or Harriet Tubman. It's just because I don't like things that I'm used to being changed. I'm not a big fan of change. I don't like things being tweaked or altered, but it's not that serious to me if you think about it, because a $20 bill is a $20 bill. Fiat is fiat. Currency is currency. And even though I don't like things being changed, if and when they do change it, it's not going to affect me in any way, shape, or form. I personally don't care. I got bigger fish to fry. I don't care whose face is on a $20 bill. That makes no difference to me. If anyone out there, if and when this does happen, if anybody doesn't want their new $20 bills, feel free to send them my way. I'm fooling around. But I wanted to get back to the silver. I just wanted to mention that because it kind of has to do with what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. By the way, shout out to SalivateMetal. If you guys haven't seen his video, it's actually pretty interesting. These are little itty-bitty things that there are to talk about. Again, I don't believe it's that big of a deal. I personally couldn't care less whose face is on a $20 bill, or a $1 bill, or a $5 or $10 or a $50 or a $100 bill. Doesn't make a bit of a difference to me, but it's still newsworthy. It's still something to talk about in the realm of money and currency and finance. So if you want to check out his video, you should go and check out that video. Shout out to SalivateMetal. But now, back to the silver. I wanted to talk about this today because, quite similar to my stance on the $20 bill, when it comes to silver coins, when it comes to Maple Leafs or Kangaroos or the Silver Kraken or any of the Queen's Beasts or any coin out there, the Queen is on so many different coins, so many different countries. Her face is plastered on so much money. Not currency. I'm not talking about currency. I mean, her face is on currency too, but I'm talking about money. When I say money, I'm talking about the silver, I'm talking about the gold. Speaking of gold, I have some gold right here, who the Queen was kind enough to stick her face on as well. Queen is everywhere. Queen puts her face on everything. I don't mean to upset anyone. Let me put these on the correct side. So I get a lot of comments. I've gotten a lot of comments over the last over 3 years of stacking, over 3 years of posting videos every single day about coins, rounds, bars, money, currency, prepping, silver, gold, sometimes even some copper, sometimes even about credit cards, sometimes even about stocks. I talk a lot about money, almost everything in the realm of finance. And I've gotten so many comments over the years from people that hate the Queen's face with a burning passion. They absolutely refuse to stack any coin that has the Queen's face. They boycott it. They protest it. They are foaming at the mouth. They are on the verge of a heart attack. They leave comments that tell me,
I hate the Queen's face. I will never stack a coin with the Queen's face. I hate it so much, I lost my appetite. I can't sleep at night. I quit my job to become a full-time anti-Queen's face coin stacker.
I'm being facetious, but the point I'm trying to get across is some people just hate with a burning passion that the Queen's face is on certain coins. And I never understood this. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand not enjoying the way the Queen's face looks. I don't enjoy looking at her face either. But the way I see it, every single coin you see on screen right here, what am I doing? I'm keeping them queen side down. What difference does it make if you don't like the Queen's face on it? Close your eyes or put them upside down. She doesn't get a commission. I've gotten comments about that too. They said they don't want to stack coins with the Queen's face on it because they don't want to support the Queen. I don't see that as supporting the Queen. She doesn't get a commission every time you pick up a silver maple leaf or a Queen's beast or anything like that. I don't believe she gets a commission. I don't believe she gets a cut. I don't believe that's supporting the Queen. I believe that's supporting yourself, whether the Queen's face is on it or not. I don't mean coins with the Queen's face is the only way of supporting yourself. It could be something a little bit nicer looking, like a silver eagle. And by the way, speaking of design changes in reference to the Harriet Tubman $20 bill, potentially, I've been saying the same thing for the last year and a half regarding the silver eagle. The silver eagle has always been this design. It's always looked exactly like this for all of these years, for multiple decades, and now all of a sudden 2021, later this year, they're going to be changing the design of the silver eagle, which I'm not a fan of. Even if the design looked better than it currently looks right now, I wouldn't be a fan. And it's not because I wouldn't be a fan of the look. I would not be a fan of the simple fact that it changed. I don't believe they should have changed anything. I think they should have added something to the current design as somewhat of a security feature, similar to how Sunshine rounds have that mint mark SI in the center where you could use the decoder lens to scan over top of it and it says the word valid. They could have put something like that on the shield. Or similar to how the 2021 Britannias, they still look exactly the same, except they got a little bit different of a background, and you can see at the bottom left right there, I don't know if it's going to focus, but that right there is a security feature. It has a lock, like a padlock one way, and then it has the trident symbol. The Silver Eagle could have had something like that next to one of the wings instead of giving it a whole new look. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. The point I'm trying to get across is it doesn't really matter to me what coins look like. What matters more to me is the ability to be recognized, the ability for people to say, I know exactly what that is. And for the Silver Eagle, the most popular and in demand and sought after 1 troy ounce pure silver coin on the planet, to all of a sudden get a whole new look, some people are going to be like, that's a Silver Eagle? Now, of course, if they're in the precious metal world, they're going to know, but people who don't pay as close attention to maybe some of us might not be able to recognize it. But anyway, besides changing designs of $20 bills and Silver Eagles, all of that aside, when it comes to silver coins or gold coins that have the Queen's face on them, I know that not a whole lot of people love the way the Queen looks, which is perfectly fine. If you do not like how this coin looks right here, if you want 1/10 of an ounce of gold, or 1/4 of an ounce of gold, 1/2 an ounce of gold, a troy ounce of gold, or any denomination of silver, but you don't like the way the Queen looks, then keep it facing like that. That's the way I always saw it. Modern problems require modern solutions. That's the way I see it. And even though I'm not a big fan of the queen or how she looks, it doesn't make a bit of a difference to me if her face is on the coins. Because at the end of the day, silver is silver. And at the end of the day, when it all gets melted down, it doesn't matter whose face is on it anyway. It could be the queen, it could be a president, it could be another public figure, it could be some other form of a politician, it could be whoever you want to put on the coin. It doesn't make a bit of a difference to me. Because even though I said at the beginning of the video, all of these coins right here, they all have one thing in common, and that's that they have the queen on the other side, but they also have something else in common that's way more important, which is they're all silver. I'm stacking silver. I'm prioritizing silver. I consider silver to be potentially the opportunity of a lifetime, potentially the most undervalued asset on the planet, potentially the best way of preserving your wealth for the long term. Gold as well, by the way. Preserving your wealth for the long term and utilizing it as a tool, as a hedge against inflation. That's why I'm stacking the silver and the gold. I'm not stacking the silver and the gold because it has certain pictures or certain portraits or certain people on it. That's not what matters. I got bigger fish to fry. You think I have time in my life to go out of my way avoiding a certain coin because it has a certain person on it? Or the time to complain about? I don't have the time for that. I work too much to have time for that. I'm too busy. I got bigger fish to fry. I got more stuff going on in my life. I'm stacking the silver regardless of who's on it. In fact, something else that I've been saying for several years now is that it doesn't matter to me who's on the coin. It could have a picture of Rosie O'Donnell on it. Anybody who's been subscribed to my channel since 2018, I've probably been saying it since 2018. I know I've been saying it in 2019, 2020, and I've said it several times in 2021. It could have Rosie O'Donnell's face on it. I don't care. It's still silver. Doesn't matter to me. As long as it's a recognizable coin that's trusted, respected, and desired all over the planet, that's what I'm going to stack. And of course, if it has a low premium. I try not to go after the high premium stuff. That's not really for me. I focus a little bit more on the money. I focus a little bit more on the currency. I focus a little bit more on my personal financial situation rather than images or designs, because that doesn't really matter too much to me. Now, of course, there are some silver coins out there that have a design that I'm a huge fan of, such as the Silver Kraken right here. This is one of my favorite pieces of silver, which I know carries a higher premium, but I got it before spot price took off, and I got it for a low premium, and I got 10% of my cash back. I'm also quite a big fan of the Aztec calendar rounds. This is a 5-ouncer. Point being is that there are some pieces of silver out there that I can't help myself. I just love the way they look. They're just such gorgeous designs. They have just so much detail, and I'm just so drawn to them. I gravitate towards them. They're like a magnet. I'm reeled in. I can't help it. I love the way they look. And if I can get one for a fair premium, then that's what I'm going to do. But if I can't, then it's just going to be a coin or a round or a bar that I'm just not going to stack. I'll save a picture of it on my phone and I'll look at it if I like it that much, but I'm unwilling to pay the high premium. I'm not into the high premium stuff. I'm not really into collecting. I'm stacking for the most part for weight. As much physical silver content that I could possibly get my hands on. That's what I'm going after. Same goes for gold. I know I've been mixing and matching it up when it comes to the gold, and I've been kind of having fun with the gold. I'm getting like a different gold coin like every month. It's fun for me. But when it comes to the silver, even though I consider it to be fun, even though most of 2018, all of 2019, and the beginning of 2020, the only coin I was really stacking, or for the most part anyway, was the Silver Eagle. Of course, I'd throw in some Maple Leafs. I'd throw in some 90%. But this right here was my #1 priority. Most of 2018, all of 2019, and the beginning of 2020. For the most part, this is really all I was stacking. A majority of my orders would consist of just a bunch of Silver Eagles. Which sounds pretty boring, right? It might be boring for some people. I thought it was fun. Not necessarily getting the same exact coin over and over and over again, but watching the small pile of silver turn into a bigger pile of silver, and then watching that bigger pile of silver turn into a small mountain of silver. And who knows, a couple years down the road, that small mountain of silver might just be an enormous mountain of silver. A skyscraper of silver. That's the plan. And you want to know how I plan on doing that? With silver. Period. Could be a Silver Eagle, could be a Maple Leaf, could be a Philharmonic, could be a Libertad, could be a 10-ounce Silver Sunshine bar, or an RCM bar, or a Silvertown bar, or Buffalo Rounds, or Sunshine Rounds. It does not matter to me. I'm doing it with the silver, regardless if it has the Queen's face on it. That's the way I see it. That's the way I have seen it for the last couple of years, and I don't exactly expect my mind to change. I've actually really looked into it, and I've come to the same conclusion time and time and time again, regardless of what perspective I view it from, and that's just, I just don't care. It doesn't matter to me if the silver has the Queen's face on it. It doesn't matter. I'm getting repetitive now, so I'll cut myself off. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on everything that I shared in today's video? Are you one of the people out there who just refuse to stack anything with the Queen's face on it? Maybe you're a big fan of the Queen, and maybe that's all you stack. You won't stack anything unless it has the Queen's face on it. Maybe, potentially, who knows? I'm sure there's someone out there who does that. Or maybe you're someone more like me, and you just don't care if it has the Queen's face on it. It doesn't matter to you. This right here, Queen's face on one side, dragon on the other, or it could be a Sunshine bar instead. Or it could be a Westminster bar. Flip it over, it does not have the Queen's face on it. These right here are both a troy ounce of silver. This one's technically a coin, even though it's in the shape of a bar, but regardless. One has the Queen's face on it and one doesn't. They're both a troy ounce of pure silver. I'll stack them both. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic, and what are your thoughts on the Queen's face being on precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial-free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500. And I appreciate that. Got a brand new video dropping tonight. It's about gold, so keep your eyes peeled. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, what are your thoughts on everything I shared in today's video regarding the Queen's face being plastered all over so many different coins out there. There are so many coins out there that people love, are drawn to. They really like the way it looks. Maybe they stack them, maybe they want to stack them, but they choose not to stack them. And they all have one thing in common, or two things in common, rather. One, a lot of them have the Queen's face on them. Two, they're all silver. Regardless of who's on them, regardless of what's on them, regardless of the shape. It could be rectangular, it could be circular, it could be the shape of a triangle, or an octagon for all I care. It's still silver. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.